Hello guys, this is my fourth video, and today I want to talk about how it feels like living in Korea. Let me give you a little bit of my background. I was born and raised in Korea, but then I went to Australia when I was 15. But I came back to Korea right after high school, and from then I'm living in Korea. I got a job. Now I quit, but I got a job as a journalist. I worked as a journalist. And after living in Korea over 30 years, I feel like Korea is it is my nation, but I have very pessimistic future. I feel like Korea is going to be another like how can I say dystopia. Let me break down. So you know how we have the highest suicide rate among the OECD countries, but the lowest birth rate? That just tells you everything. And here's why. First, we have such intense competitive from academics and career to marriage and housing. Everything we just compete each other. Not only that, we always constantly measured against the others, and falling behind often feels like personal failure. And this kind of relentless pressure just lead to the feelings of like inadequacy, burnout, and despair. So once you fall behind, there's no such a bounce back. You are just stigmatized, and that causes a lot of mental issue. Despite increasing mental problem, seeking help for mental health issues like depression or anxiety is still stigmatized. If you say you went to the hospital, you went to see doctor for your mental health, all of a sudden people look at you as weird, and that kind of stigmatize um stop you from having a doctor checkup. So you you just um solve it by yourself, and visiting a psychiatrist and therapist can be seen as a sign of weakness, so causing many to suffer in silence without proper support. And also, I think the social media amplifies this kind of constant comparison. On Instagram, everyone looks happy, they brag themselves off, while real emotional connection can be lacking. And young people in particular may look fine on the outside, but feel emotionally empty and always feel isolated. Um, and on top of that, like I told you before, failure is often not seen as a learning experience, as a permanent stain, but as a permanent stain. There are few second chances, and society can be unforgiving. So once you quit your job, if there is a, let's say, space between your job to next jobs, people often look at you weird. Why you have such a gap between jobs? So you have to be consistently working throughout your entire career. S- And this kind of society pressure push keep push employees to work harder without taking a proper break. So, in short, while we have such a great economic progress, its emotional and social support system haven't fully caught up. And reducing the suicide rate will require deep cultural shifts, such as less obsession with the success and more compassion for mental health, and a society that can embrace people, not just their achievement.